And good early morning, YouTube. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Derek here, GC Blues 45. Boy, oh boy, what a day we had. And excuse me, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Got people bugging me on Skype. All right, as I was saying, we had a great night of NHL hockey, so let's get right into this. Remember, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, please give me that thumbs up rule. It's very important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe icon. I do check. And folks, I know it's a lot of people view my videos and they're not subscribed. So hit that subscribe icon if you haven't subscribed yet. 13 games on the dock, and there's the sheet. So let's get right into it. Now, folks, as you notice, I got the desk lamp on so I can see this good. So here we go. Starting off with Pittsburgh at Boston. Entering the matchup, Pittsburgh was 18, 14, and 4 and 40 points. Boston was 23, 7, and 6 and 52 points. And sadly, the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Boston Bruins at the end of 60 minutes, beat the Boston Bruins by a score of 6-5. Hate it myself, but what can I do? I picked the Bruins and they lose. Shots on goal were 35 for the Pens, 29 for the Bruins. The Pens had 24 saves with the Bruins 29. Pittsburgh was 1 for 3 on the power play with Boston 0 for 2 on the power play. First second point for Pittsburgh. And for Boston's their 8th loss of the season. They're still in single-digit losses, which is great. Next was Buffalo at Montreal. Entering the matchup, Buffalo was 15, 19, and 4 and 34 points. Montreal 16, 16, and 5 and 37 points. I went with Montreal, and at the end of 60 minutes, the Buffalo Sabres beat the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 6-1. Shots on goal were the Sabres 38, the Canadiens 33. Both teams had 32 saves, and Buffalo was 2 for 4 on the power play with Montreal 0 for 3 on the power play. This now gets Buffalo 16 wins. They're 36 point, and things are looking good. Next was the New York Rangers at the Chicago Blackhawks. Entering the match, Chicago was 11, 24, and 2 and 24 points. The Rangers 25, 10, and 1 and 51 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the New York Rangers beat the Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 4-1. That's one win. Shots on goal, the Rangers 32, the Blackhawks 22. 32 and 22 were the shots in favor of the Rangers. The Rangers had 21 saves with the Blackhawks 28. New York Rangers were 1 for 2 on the power play with Chicago 0 for 3 on the power play. 53rd point for the Rangers. So let's see what can happen. Next was the Columbus Blue Jackets at the Philadelphia Flyers. Entering the matchup, Columbus was 12, 19, and 8 and 32 points. Philadelphia 19, 13, and 5 and 43 points. After 60 minutes, this game had to go into overtime. It was still tied, and then this game had to go into a shootout. And the results of that shootout were Columbus 1 for 2, Philadelphia 0 for 3. That's right, they went to a third round with Philadelphia. Philadelphia did not score in that third round, which means with Columbus being 1 for 2, they win. They get the extra. Final score was 3-2. Shots on goal. Now, the stats I'm giving you, folks, were after overtime. Okay. Shots on goal. Philadelphia 41. Columbus. The Blue Jackets 28. The Flyers 41. The Blue Jackets had 39 saves with the Flyers 29. 26. 26 saves. Columbus was 0 for 5 on the power play with Philadelphia 0 for 4 on the power play. Well, Philadelphia does pick up a point. Their 44th point of the net year, but Columbus picks up the 2, so we'll see what can happen going on the rest of the season. Next, Colorado at Dallas. Entering the matchup, Colorado was 24, 11, and 3 and 51 points. Dallas was 22, 10, and 4 and 48 points. This game also had to go to overtime, and Colorado wins by a score of 5-4. Shots on goal were the Avs 34, the Stars 32. The Avs had 28 saves with the Stars 28. Wait, sorry, 28 saves with the Stars 29. And both teams were 1 for 3 on the power play. The Stars pick up a point, their 49th point of the year, but the Avs pick up a important 2. So stay ahead in the Western Conference. The Central. Next was Tampa at Minnesota. Entering the matchup, Tampa was 18, 16, and 5, 41 points. Minnesota 16, 16, and 4, and 39 points. So, by the way, going into this game already, I am 1, 2, and 2 for the night. Can I improve? Let's find out. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Tampa Bay Lightning win by a final score of 4-1. That's now my second win. I'm now 2, 2, and 2 for the night. Lightning had 30 shots with the Wild 23. The Lightning had 22 saves with the Wild 26. Tampa was 1 for 3 on the power play with Minnesota 0 for 1 on the power play. 43rd point, 19th win for the Lightning. So things are looking good for Tampa Bay. But folks, this is a long season. Anything can happen. Next, Calgary and Nashville. Entering this matchup, Calgary 16 and 5 and 37 points. Nashville 21, 16 and 1 and 43 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the Calgary Flames beat the Nashville Predators by a score of 6-3. Yeah. Shots on goal, 39 for the Flames, 39 for the Preds. 32 for the Preds. 32 saves. 32 shots. Saves were 29 for the Flames, the Preds 20. Calgary was 1 for 4 on the power play with Nashville 0 for 1 on the power play. So 17th win for the Flames, 39th point. Nashville still at 43, but hey, like I said, folks, it's a long season. So now I'm 2, 3, and 2. Can I prove this record? Next was the Blues taking on the Vancouver Canucks at Enterprise Center. Entering this matchup, Vancouver was 24, 10, and 3 and 51 points. The Blues 18, 17, and 1 and 37 points. And folks, this was a hard-fought battle. I watched it here in my apartment. Let me tell you, folks. After 60 minutes, the Blues win by a score of 2-1. Shots on goal, the Blues 32, the Canucks 26. The Blues had 25 saves with the Canucks 30. Blues were 0 for 2 on the power play with Vancouver. St. Louis was 0 for 2 on the power play with Vancouver 0 for 1 on the power play. 19th win for the Blues, 39 points. Still not enough to advance over Nashville, but they're still in the same place that they were. But I see potential for this team. I will never root against the Blues, folks. So let's keep this ball rolling as we got our game coming up in a few days. Next was the New York Islanders at Arizona. Entered the matchup, the Islanders were 17, 10, and 10 and 44 points. Arizona 19, 15, and 2 and 40 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the New York Islanders beat the Arizona Coyotes by a score of 5-1. Shots on goal were The Islanders 31, the Coyotes 26. The Owls had 25 saves with the Coyotes 26. Both teams were 1 for 2 on the power play. 18th win for the Islanders. And a big 2 points gives them 46. So let's see what can happen. They're, a lot of these teams, they're fluctuating. They're moving up and down on the standing, so you never know. Next was Ottawa at Seattle. Entering this matchup, Ottawa was 14-19 and 0 and 28 points. Seattle was 15-14 and 9 and 39 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the Seattle Kraken beat the Ottawa Senators by a score of 4-1. Shots on goal, the Kraken 28, the Sens 33. The Kraken had 32 saves with the Sens 24. Seattle was 0 for 2 on the power play with Ottawa 0 for 4 on the power play. 41st point for the Kraken. Very good going. Very good. And, but folks, you never know. So now that puts me at 3-3-2. Can I continue this record? Hold on here. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm going to check this. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I had to do my sheet. Okay. I am now currently at 5-3-2. Next game, Florida at Vegas. Entering this matchup, Florida was 23-12-2 and 48 points. Vegas was 22-11-5 and 49 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Florida Panthers beat the Las Vegas Golden Knights by a score of 4-1. That's my fourth loss of the year. Tonight. Shots on goal were the Panthers 36, the Knights 27. The Panthers had 26 saves with the Knights 32. Florida was 3 for 6 on the power play with the Knights over 6. 50 a point for the Panthers, folks. They're doing pretty good. Keep moving. They're doing pretty good. Now they're currently in a playoff spot right now. But folks, it's a long season. Anything can happen. So I'm 5-4-2. Can I prove my record, folks? Next was Detroit at LA. Entering this matchup, Detroit 18-16-4 and 40 points. LA 29-5 and 45 points. This game at the end of 60 minutes was tied, went into overtime, and then it was still tied, so I had to go into a shootout. And the results of that shootout were Detroit 2 for 2, LA 0 for 2. They get the extra point, and they win by a score of 4-3. Now, remember, the stats I'm giving you were after overtime. Okay? Shots on goal, the Red Wings 27, the Kings 43. The Red Wings had 40 saves with the Kings 24, and both teams were 0 for 2 on the power play. Well, LA does pick up a point. They're 46, but Detroit picks up the important 2, put them at 42. And, folks, anything could happen in the season. Now, 5-4-3 with one game left. Can I do it? Can I finish out with a win? Let's find out. And finally, Winnipeg at San Jose. Going into this matchup, Winnipeg was 23-9-4 and 50 points. San Jose 9-26-3 and 21 points. I picked Winnipeg because I know the Sharks won't win. Was I right? Well, at the end of 60 minutes, the Winnipeg Jets beat the San Jose Sharks by a score of 2-1. So I got that right. I knew it. Shots on goal, the Jets 30, the Sharks 28. The Jets had 27 saves with the Sharks 28. Winnipeg was 1 for 1 on the power play with with San Jose 0 for 2 on the power play. Big 2 points for Winnipeg, puts them at 52, and that's so tonight I went 6-4-3 tonight. 6-4-3, not bad. 15 points for tonight, not bad. So if you went with my picks, you did pretty good tonight yourself too. As always, folks, please stay safe, take care. Remember the Lord's watching you, and I'll see you guys probably later on or real soon because I'm going to do the pregame report for tomorrow because I got to work, and I'll do a postgame report later on for tomorrow. So until then, until later on, I'll see you guys soon. Until then, as always, please stay safe, take care. Remember those watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then, peace.